Hi Pisces, and welcome to your September 2021 general reading. So yeah, I'm going to start creating some content for YouTube again, but my channel seems to have got lost with all the channels. So if you do enjoy it and you can support it, then I just keep coming back. So you got two Lenormands come out at the same time. You got the cross and then you get the moon. So the crossing it's like there's something ending and something new beginning. The moon in the Lenormands is about high romance, by the way. Very high romance. And the cross, I mean, it's obviously about, it's like something's ending and something's beginning, Pisces, okay? We are in Virgo season, which in the natural zodiac, it will be your 7th house. So it might be an ending of a relationship and the beginning of a new one. For some of you, you might go through a process. Quite often when we have great big manifestations in our life, we've done some shadow work. So shadow work is just clearing the unconscious of its debris in order to receive new love, new prosperity. So I don't know which Pisces you are. It's a general reading, guys, and very little I can do. It's quite hard to make these general readings available to everyone. So a few people recommended I try and keep the readings within 15 minutes. I have not succeeded once. They tend to be about 16, 17. So if it does seem a little bit different, Pisces, it's for this reason. But what I'm going to do, if people are enjoying it, I might even come back and do weeklies. I really don't know. So what you want is the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the High Romance card. Beautiful. The gift is the Five of Pentacles. And because it's the gift, it means some separation is ending. There's the heart reopening. Absolutely beautiful. The challenge is the Devil card. Relationships, you get the Three of Cups. Beautiful. Can I move this, guys? Three of Cups is beautiful. Joy. These people fly because they've released those 10 of Wands. They've released the 7 rings of Saturn, which is like the trials of Hercules. So something huge has been released here. High Priestess around your finances. The World card at a soul level. Yeah, completion and new beginnings, especially around the emotional front, and the outcome is a Lover's card. Well, that's a little bit straightforward. I think what's not straightforward is deep breath, Pisces. Deep breath is now Cancer got this as a challenge as well. So when the Devil's a challenge, you know that the card Saturn, the planet Saturn's got 7 rings around it. So it tends to be, so these rings could be anything. They can be our duties, our obligations. And when that's a challenge, it means you're in the process of overcoming and completing, because you've got the World card at a soul level, Master. This is someone who's worked their whole life and it's the Olympic Games and they've just been given the gold medal because they've accomplished. By the looks of it, you're out of it, but not quite yet. You know, it's an example of I've left a job I've hated, and I'm just at the completion stage of it. Okay? Because the Devil is the challenge, there's going to be a little thing, oh, am I doing the right thing? There might be a little bit of guilt, a little bit of obligations. They're not wrong, but not always right either. Because what you want is to live your life with this beautiful open heart. Yeah? Woo! Stunning. The gift of the Five of Pentacles means this is either financial issues being resolved, or the divide between you and someone else is being crossed. See? Maybe it's a divide of the head and the heart. So your head's been saying, I can't do this, in your heart, but you're now looks like you're following your heart's intelligence. It's not that our sense of obligations and duties are wrong, Pisces. They're obviously not wrong. But sometimes there comes a point when they're more like a prison. And we do need to question them. And I think that's what you have been doing. You're going through the process of listening to your heart and crossing that divide. Absolutely outstanding. So in your relationships, you've got the Three of Cups. So this might be involving you celebrating with people, out having fun. Or it might be that you've released, because the Devil card is almost like the Ten of Wands, yeah? So when we begin the process of releasing them is when our heart opens and we start to heal that bridge. I'm not saying that you didn't have an open heart before, Pisces, but yeah. But maybe it had a covering over it, and the covering over it is always those Ten of Wands. It's things that have happened to us in the past that make us close our heart energetically, and you don't want to live that way anymore. And I'm not saying it's going to be a flick of a switch and it's over. Yeah, it's a process and it's hard work. You know, that's what I do. You know, I help people resolve their shadow complexes, their senses of obligation, to release that heart, that beautiful energy. My gosh, Pisces. High Priestess in the financial sector. So you might be, so the High Priestess is about dropping seeds, and then she manifests in the Empress, and she manifests in all the cards really. But the High Priestess might be, so the High Priestess is, I mean, it's a seer. It's the Oracle. So some of you might be practicing the Oracle. It's the mystic. But some of you might be doing some deep questioning about, so you might be attending to, you might be asking some questions. So the questions the High Priestess would ask would be, what's the right thing for me to do? It's sort of like you're trying to contact a very, very deep, intelligent source part of you. And maybe what you're trying to do is create a new life. Maybe you're trying to overcome obstacles. Maybe you're trying to bring something into reality. I've got Pisces, Moon and Venus. And I'm definitely working at bringing forward a new servant, a new part of my financial life. So the High Priestess would be, oh, what's the right thing to do? You know, the Oracle, what's the way forward? And for some of you, there might be a little bit of sense of Saturn and feeling pressure, survival pressure. But because of the Five of Pentacles is the gift, I think for many of you, you do have this ability to question and reflect. Yeah, to say, right, I've got a little bit of a space here. How can I best live my life according to this Ace of Cups? So that's the questions the High Priestess asks. What is the way forward? I mean, that's what I'm picking up here. Yeah, it's with the Two of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of reflection and consideration. And then you get the Knight of Cups, which will be moving forward. Pisces, you're never not going to be someone, you get your answers from within. And sometimes it can be, if you're not a Pisces, infuriating for other people. But what you need to do is you need to wait for source energy to guide and direct you. So other people might say, oh, Pisces, go and do something. And what you're doing is you're waiting. I mean, what you're waiting for is the ocean. You're waiting for that Neptune energy to go, it's time to act. And that action will come towards the end of the month, Knight of Cups. The World card at a soul level is, yeah, you've made some choice. Page of Wands. And it's an emotional choice. For some of you, it's going to be about finances as well, and it's leading to the Lovers card. So that is, you know, you've got the Cross and you've got the High Romance card. So the High Romance card is obviously 1, 2, 3. I would say the World in a way, because it looks like, so closing a cycle to begin a new one. The Cross might be that shadow work. So that shadow work would be what's holding me back. The shadow work might be what are my obligations here? Because our obligations are real. We can't just, you know. So there's a lot of deep questioning, and I don't think the questioning is about the romance. I think the questioning might be about, you know, how can I birth something? So it births in the Empress. But we need to nurture the seed. We need to ask the right questions. And the questions of the High Priestess would be, what is the best way that I can serve? What is the best way forward, which is true to my heart? I mean, this time in our world, things are crazy. These breakthroughs, I mean, we have until about Christmas to really make the breakthroughs. And then when Jupiter leaves Aquarius, I mean, it's going into Pisces, so it's going to be great for you. But the chance to liberate yourself from the old condensed structures are going to be more difficult. And the people that I guide, you know, I can't push people into stuff, but I say you have until Christmas to follow your heart. And then when Jupiter leaves Aquarius, it's not going to be as easy because Saturn will be there. But it is going into Pisces, so fantastic. And I had fantastic events when it was in there for a few months, but this is about following your heart. You do have to start to ask some questions around your finances. You might just be seeding. So seeding the High Priestess would be, I am open to vast opportunities of living my life true to my heart. But then what you need to do, Pisces, is you need to allow it to you know, to come to fruition. It will towards the end of the month. You'll get the guidance to move forward. Because, as I said, we can't just leave all, you know, the Devil's not a wrong card, and we can't overthrow everything, but it's about getting it in right relationship. Beautiful, Pisces. Yeah. You get the Emperor card. So this is one of the fish going to the Emperor. It's about, you know, this is about personal I am. And even though I have these huge, you know, I have responsibilities, I've also got the right to be true to my own soul. That is, the age of Aquarius is when the mind and the heart come into alignment. Individuation, living our own unique signature. Absolutely beautiful reading, Pisces, by the way. I was a little bit, I mean, it's not, but when you get the cross card and that is a reader, so but the two of them come out together, and I think for some of you, you're going to a new life situation. Still a few things to resolve. And what you're going to do, Pisces, in very good Pisces fashion, you're going to go into your depths to find the answers. And that's where your answers lie. And eventually the energy is going to rise up and you're going to go, whee, I know what I'm doing. And off you go to be the emperor, to take the lead, to take charge of your destiny. Absolutely beautiful reading, Pisces. A real pleasure. Links to my emails are below, and I wish you all the best.